Hey everybody, Jordan here. The PH is silent, and I am bored on a Sunday on Labor Day weekend. So I decided to go through some of my dice, and then I'm like, you know what? I want to make a video on some of these dice that I have. So I'm just kind of making a little dice video, and that's about it. So I've got all of these dice over here, and then I've got a little. I bought this at Gen Con, a little dice rolling tray. To roll some dice. And so the first die that I have is kind of interesting is this is actually a D10. It is 1 through 10 twice on a D20. But this is 1 through 10 twice on this little bad boy. It's really fun. And then I have some, so that goes in the D10 pile. And then I've got some like funny dice. Like this is a D, I think it's a D60. There's 59. One, yep, there it is. D60. So that's kind of fun. There's a 33. You almost have to have a tray with this. There's a 6 because it's just kind of crazy. And I would never really have a use for a D60, but it's fun to play with. And then these are super fun. They are some, so I believe they're called Zochi dice or just like funny odd dice. So like I've got a D3, which is kind of fun. This is just a D4, but it's a little different than all the other D4s that you've seen before, or like they have the rounded edges. And then a D, I should have a D5, yes. So this is a D5. There's the 1, there's the 5, and then 2, 3, 4. I've got a D7, which the numbers are on the top kind of like bent, but they do land. So if we roll this, that's a 2. This is a D14, I believe. And you need some of these, or maybe no, it can't be a D13. Can it be odd? I think it is. I think it is a D13. That's right. This one glows in the dark too. It's really cool. This is also a D13. And then this is a D22, I believe. There's the 1. We flip it over, 22. Yeah. And these are I just got some like random odd dice. I think from my wife. She got this for Christmas or something just because they're fun to collect. But yeah. Speaking of weird dice, I have my Dungeon Crawl Classics dice here. And so here's your D3, here's your D4, and I should probably just like map these out. 3, 4, D5, and then 6, and then D7. Everyone's familiar with a D8. I believe it is a D10. Plus percentage. And then we have a D12, a D14, a D16, a D20, a D24, if I can find it. There's the 1, 24. And then finally, this is a D30. So there's the 1. So 30 is on the other side somewhere. Yeah. And these are for Dungeon Crawl Classics. So they actually utilize all of these dice, and it's pretty cool to play with them. I have yet to run my DCC game. Well, I've ran one DCC game, but I want to run some more. But it's pretty fun. I like Dungeon Crawl Classics. I've got, this is a trap die. Bring this closer. So it's got various pit trap, acid spray trap, gas trap. So when people come up to a trap, it's like, oh, they ran into a pit trap. Right there. Blade trap. It was just a fun thing I found at a die shop. This was a where did you get hit die. So the head, the stomach, the left foot, the chest. This is kind of fun to use on critical hits to see where you got hit and for how bad you got hit. I got some Japanese D6s, which is kind of cool. So these are the Japanese symbols for numbers. So 1, 2, 3, I believe that's 4. No, that's 4. That might be 5. and that might be 6. It's been a while since I've taken Japanese. These are fun. I've got some random dice random race. So half orc, half elf, tiefling, dwarf, elf, halfling, human, dragonborn, dwarf. I did dwarf, gnome. And then re-roll because there's just not enough races. And we decided that re-roll you would roll on a specific table that had like tabaxis and stuff on it. So you would get a special race if you rolled on this. And then this is all the character classes. So we've got warlock, paladin, sorcerer, rogue, druid, barbarian. It's kind of not showing up. There we go. Fighter. Yeah. So those are really fun. This is a Magic the Gathering D20 life die that I just got. It's kind of useful for counters and stuff when I do that. I've got some casino from Jackpot, Nevada. Casino dice. I rarely use these, but you know they're supposed to be super precision and awesome. Yeah, and then if we flip this over, oh excuse me, DCC dice. I've got some more dice on the other side. Like these bone D6s are kind of fun, and they're just D6s, but they're shaped funny, like bones. So roll them bones, yeah. And then I kickstarted Halfsies dice, and I thought these were really fun. So Halfsies dice really wanted to get dies that are cut in half color-wise, and they did a pretty good job during the molding process on a lot of these, just cutting them straight down the middle. So these ones, this is the forest green and bark brown, or maybe these are, no, these are not. These are adamantium. They got put in the wrong thing. So these are the adamantium dice. So they are yeah, some greens. Silver and green, it looks like. But they're really pretty. So I'm going to put these in the correct thing. Move them over here. Here's the brown ones that I got. And yeah, these are green and brown. These are like my Druid dice. And they're just really pretty and fun. I haven't played a Druid yet, so I haven't used them. But when I do play a Druid, I will for sure check them out. And then these are very special dice because these are the first dice I ever bought. So I played AD&D with these, and I played 4th edition Dungeons & Dragons with these, and they're just pretty and green. And I don't use them a lot because they're just kind of like my first dice, and I have them in memory in a way, but they're really awesome, like really awesome, super fun. They've played many a game with me. I should probably play with those again because I miss them now. These are some interesting dice, just some different ways to do D4s, D6s, 10s, and 8s. So the 20 is basically a 20, so we'll kind of set that to the side there. But this is the D4. And it's just a little crystal. So I don't know if these are like crystal die or whatever else. This is a D6, I believe. Yeah, there's the 6. Just crystal dice. Another D6. This is a D10. D3. It came with a D3. D12. D percentile. And another 6. Or, yeah. So. I also have never played with these. Like, they're just kind of like you start collecting dice at some point in your life. And then I saw these mega dice, and I had to pick up these because I thought they were funny. And we're always joking that these are the dice we're going to use when we're 85 years old and playing D&D, and we need big dice so that we can see the numbers. So it's kind of fun to have a big D20, though. Yeah. And then the green set I bought because I thought it matched my green D30. And this is used, again, for Dungeon Crawl Classics. We used it during character creation. But yeah, it's just a D30. And then over here, this is it's just a Gen Con 2018 die that I bought at Gen Con and crystalcastle.com. This wasn't like an official Gen Con anything. Like Crystal Castle just makes dice, and they made this die. But I thought it was pretty, and I wanted a way to remember Gen Con, so I got that. The problem is I don't know if Gen Con is the 6 or if crystalcastle.com is the 6. So that is the conundrum. So not really anything to use. And then these are just some orange dice. I don't know. They just didn't fit in the other side, or I don't know why I kept them separate. But those are my orange dice. So that is my dice, ladies and gentlemen. I have others that I use, like, and then primarily when I play, I use my dice here in my Gen Con bag. So those are like my collecting dice that I have, and then, or when players need dice and stuff. But this is what I use to play. There's my mini. We'll set him right there. But yeah, I got these purple at Gen Con, and these blue ones I just like, and these like oyster pearl looking ones I really like. I think they're called clown. Yeah, clown dice. And then I always needed extra D6s and D8s, so that's why I've got these extra D6s and D8s in here, just for spell damage and things of that kind of sort. So that's it. Just kind of a long video. I always say I want to make quick videos, but I was just bored and wanted to make a video. So that is my dice collection as of 2018. It's ever growing. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you around in the next video. Bye-bye.